Welcome to this new moon in Scorpio forecast. So, we're going to take a look at how this new moon is going to affect us. And I'm doing it special today. You're going to get a general vibes read, which means you're going to choose your path. Instead of getting a general vibe read for everyone, everyone's going to get one according to the path you choose, and there will be 4 to choose from. And I think that that's going to be a lot of fun and very revealing. You're still going to get your pick-a-pal, where you will get where are you on your spiritual journey answered. And right now, I just want to give you a little brief information about this new moon. So we are in new moon Scorpio energy. New moon in Scorpio energy is a little different from our usual new moons because most new moons are simply about new beginnings and, setting your intention for where you want newness to come into your life. But this new moon is all about delving into your feelings as deep as possible to see what must change. So this new moon is about new being born out of transformation. So this may not usher in completely new things. What it will usher in is a completely new experience, a new way of looking at something, a new relationship, a new group of friends, a new home, like a real big change, okay? A huge transformation that will start off some kind of new energy in your life. So with that said, I would like to give you 5 new moon tips. Number 1. Very important to take care of your pelvis area at this time. The organs in your pelvis area will be very sensitive because Scorpio rules that it's very influenced with Scorpio influences sexuality, okay? Sorry about that. Death, rebirth, sex, karma, judgment, all of that is the house of Scorpio. So the pelvic sexual organs will be very sensitive. And for that reason, there's a need to take care of that area. Okay? Maybe not be so frivolous sexually if you are. Maybe not be so active, if you are. Really, really pay attention to the health of that area. Number 2, time to say what needs to be said or forever hold your peace. Okay? This is a necessary emotional releasing activity that needs to happen under the energy of this new moon or not happen at all. This is your time to get it out. Get everything out. And be unapologetic and only concerned with how what you have to say will transform things for the better. Number 3. Don't let the desire for answers to come fast cause you to make wrong, hasty decisions. The energy of the other planets at this time, towards the beginning of the month, can cause you to be moved in the wrong direction. Maybe someone is pushing you to make a choice and you're going to feel rushed and jump into the wrong thing. All right? Don't allow that to happen. Take a breath. Don't let anybody rush you into any hasty decisions because they are most likely going to be the wrong ones, okay? Any decision that is rushed is not going to amount to much. You have to really make sure that you think, plan, and prepare for any decisions or choices or moves you want to make. Number 4. Give yourself time and the grace to correct where you feel you've made a wrong move. A lot of times, light workers, you don't. It's like you feel like you made a wrong move, you feel like you messed up in something, and you are pissed off at yourself, and you harp on that. You might often talk about it. Yeah, I messed this up. Yeah, I tried to do that, but it didn't work out. Yeah, I didn't. Give yourself time to see where you made a wrong choice and to correct it. Maybe you chose to be with somebody that wasn't right for you. Don't beat yourself up. Take the time now to correct that error. Walk away from relationships that have been toxic. Walk away from addictions. Walk away from things that have negative holds on you. And then don't beat yourself up for it. Okay? Number 5. Take time to get organized and clear on your intentions. Anything not giving you life will have to go. All right? Be clear on what it is you want in your life. If you say you want happiness, you want joy, you want love, then getting with someone who cannot offer you those things doesn't make sense. All right? If you want someone who can commit to you, getting with someone who obviously can't doesn't make sense. If you are seeking financial freedom, then working for somebody who has you on a set income doesn't make sense. You have to get organized and clear on what your intentions are. All right? And once you do, the universe is going to just cut off anything that's in the way of you reaching that. It's going to release from your life anything that is going to distract you or try to challenge you from reaching your goal. Because the universe has your back. You're fully supported. You're a worker of light. So do your work, trust, and know you're being guided. Welcome to this new moon reading. I am your favorite intuitive guide, Amina Hextall, and we're about to get into it with this pick-a-pal. Honestly, this is a general read, but I'm doing it a little different. I like to flip things up. So this isn't actually the pick-a-pal part, but you will be picking a pal. For your general vibes, I want you to choose your path. This is choose your own adventure, choose your own path. Whatever you feel drawn to is the path you're on. Now, at first, I was going to tell you what each of these paths were and let you decide from there. But I think it's a lot more exciting and interesting if you choose your path intuitively. And then you'll have your path revealed during your general read. And each path is going to get cards from the book that's on the top. Okay? So you may be attracted to the crystal or you may be drawn to the oracle deck. And each pile does have tarot, the same tarot cards within it, and cards of advice. So let's go. So path number 1 is represented by this beautiful, huge chunk of pink quartz. And the Moonology Messages Oracle. So if you feel drawn to that path, then your general reading will fall in pile 1. Pile number 2 is represented by this smooth, reflective piece of opalite, sorry. And this path is represented by Star Code's Astro Oracle. So if you feel drawn to either of those, then your path is in pile 2. If you are drawn to this amazing chunk of amethyst, raw amethyst crystal, or Moonology Manifestation Oracle, then your path is in pile number 3. And pile 4 is represented by this pretty smooth piece of amazonite. the Herbal Astrology Oracle. So take a deep breath in through your mouth so that you can get grounded. Exhale out your mouth, releasing stress, worry, tension in the body, any thoughts that no longer serve a purpose. We're letting all of that go. And we're getting into this new moon energy in Scorpio. So choose your path for your general read, and I'll be back with path number 1. Hey, path number 1. You are the path of my light workers, my earth angels. You are filled with so much love, and this new moon is going to really boost your compassion. You're going to find that you are called to be in service more than you expected. Maybe just giving of yourself. But with this huge chunk of pink quartz, I just feel like whatever you put out under the energy of this new moon is going to come back to you tenfold. Okay, light worker? So let's see what else we have for you. So light workers, your general new moon vibe. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Karma cleared. You are about to reap all that you deserve. We have the Tower. Okay, so there may be some things that have to go first, or that did already go. Yeah, and then you have the Nine of Pentacles. So what I see for you with this new moon is things that are unstable, things that have already shown you that they're going to be not a good fit moving forward. You are addressing and letting go of. You're addressing and letting it go. And once you clear this debris out, you're going to start to see better days. I feel like you're coming from some rough times, my light workers. And the tide is about to change for you. I see some of you a new home by that could happen this fall or by next fall, in a new home that just feels like it's made for you. Calm, peaceful, happy, content, stress-free, finances good, doing something you love. Yeah, looking over what you've accomplished with pride. So you may feel like you're going through a moment that just feels like things are kind of chaotic and falling apart around you. But my light workers, this new moon is helping you to rebuild what you've lost. So if you've felt like your family broke up, if you felt like you lost your home, if you felt like you lost your job, or, you know, these things did happen, or you lost friendships, or whatever the case may be, this new moon is ushering in a huge transformation in that area where you're going to go from feeling at the bottom to the top. All right, light workers, what else we got for you? Emotions are running high, supermoon. So do watch your emotions at this time. When emotions are running high, that means there's a chance that things could be said or done without thinking first. What do you need to release? Right there for the Tower, it makes sense. So the only thing that this new moon is really trying to get you to realize, my light workers, is that there's still something or some things or some ones that you need to let go of so that your prosperity and peace of mind can come in. A new start is coming, new moon, boom. So you got a new moon card. This new moon is really ushering in a brand new beginning for you. A whole new energy is coming in for you at this time, light workers. Take advantage of it and let go of what you need to let go of. I know it's not easy for light workers because you want to help everyone. You're an earth angel, but you have to also take care of you and not continuously put energy towards those that don't deserve it, or those that just aren't ready to accept it. And that's something light workers do a lot. We're trying to force somebody to see the light, and we have to realize that sometimes we're just meant to be that light, and that's it. Okay. Last for your path, you have moon memories, the past. So you may find that there's things from your past that are going to be coming to the surface at this time for you to deal with and release. New moon again, beginnings. Oh, it's my animal spirit, my tiger. Maybe we all share this animal guide, whoever's drawn here. So new beginnings are coming in for you. Just this, you got double new moon energy. So there's like, without a doubt in my mind, that you have some amazing energy coming in for you in regards to this new moon. I hope you can see this beautiful card. Okay. And last but not least, strength, young moon. So you're getting a boost of some masculine energy. It will be time to take action when the chaos clears. It does feel like things are going to start moving when you release what you need to release. And it could even be emotions, with emotions running high. Maybe there's some emotions you need to express. Whatever the case may be, you're right at the threshold of a whole new world, a whole new beginning for you of contentment, financial security, and just really being happy. It almost looks like you're waiting at this point. Like maybe you're expecting a mate or a lover to show up, but amazing new energy coming in for you. Stay in a positive light. Be ready to release what no longer serves you, and everything will flow, light workers. And that's what I have for you. Your general read under this new moon. Come back for the pick-up pile after I finish the other piles. Or hang around. Maybe you'll find something of a part of yourself in some of the other piles. On that note, if this is where we're parting ways, peace, blessings, and all that good stuff. I'll be back with the second path. Hey, path number 2. So you were drawn to the second path, this opalite crystal here, Star Codes Astro Oracle. You were drawn to the path of the star seeds and the astral travelers, those that are most connected to their star ancestors and experiences in the other galaxies. I do feel that you, my star seed, are really someone who is self-made. And when I say self-made, it's like you had to do a lot of speaking up for yourself, a lot of representing yourself in different environments, shape-shifting when necessary so that you could blend where you needed to blend. And I think now you're being guided to a time where you're just meant to be a star. You're just meant to be you. You're just meant to speak your truth and no one else's. And that's what's being ushered in on this journey, my star seed, is the ability to stand in your light, authentic light of who you are, what you believe, what you feel, unapologetically. So let's see what else you got coming in on this path. My star seed, you have the King of Cups, King of Chalices. So I do feel you are creative, very emotionally connected to the work that you do. You may find that you flourish when you work with young people or when you work in the arts. You have the 8 of Wands. So I do see some opportunities to do this coming in really quickly. Maybe this is what you want. It feels like you've been manifesting or calling in some kind of energy that is actually being activated at this time for you. So if you've been wanting to work with kids, if you've been wanting to get into the arts or have your artwork recognized or just teach in general, opportunities to do that are coming in quickly. And you have the 8 of Swords. So maybe you feel stuck in something else. It does feel like you're in a job that's overwhelming right now, and it's not your wish fulfillment, and you have been trying to call in and manifest what you really want to do. Maybe you want to write. I still see something with the arts, but I feel like what you do for a living at this time is taking up a lot of your time. It drains you, and you don't feel like you're getting the chance to call in the opportunities for what will really make you happy. But this new moon is giving you the opportunity. It's going to be a very powerful energy, starseed, to call in what you really want, to manifest. If this is where you'd rather be, then call that energy in and let go. Because Eight of Swords really speaks of illusions, feeling like you're stuck in something that really you're not. What else you got? So my starseed, see, your hard work is paying off. So maybe you've been feeling overworked, overlooked. Your guides want you to know that you're going to realize that there are people noticing what you do and what you have to offer. You and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. So new moon energy is with you. Maybe you are afraid to switch your profession at this time because you're worried about finances when it comes to loved ones. But they're letting you know that your loved ones will be taken care of if this is something you want to do and call in at this time. You have worked very hard, possibly doing this already, because they're letting you know it's been noticed. Okay, or maybe you've been working hard at where you feel stuck, but they're letting you know it's going to pay off. Don't let your past hold you back, South Node. So that is what this new moon is ushering in for you. A chance to leave behind the past where maybe you felt stuck, maybe you doubted yourself often. And now, starseed, it's time for you to manifest and call in what it is you really want to do, what really feeds your soul. So starseeds, I feel like your new moon energy is really guiding you on a career path of manifesting what you want to do for the rest of your life. So you have the sun, source, boom, happiness, joy, your source of happiness. That's what's going to be very important. You have to make sure you are doing what makes you completely charged up, energized, and happy. Because what you're doing now seems to be doing the opposite. Okay? Debilitated, discomfort. You're going through a rough time right now. I know when it comes to work, maybe it's like you have to do it, but it's not your cup of tea. You don't feel comfortable. Sometimes you feel like you're working and going nowhere, okay? But they want you to know that there's a bigger picture to you going through this. It's so that when you reach this pinnacle, this throne, you can sit comfortably. You've done the work. So the work you're doing at this time is going to pay off so that your loved ones are always safe and covered, and you can move forward into your life purpose. Aries, maybe you're an Aries or a fire sign, and you don't have to be. But what this is telling you is that this new moon is going to push you to act. It's going to motivate you to go towards what you dream, what fires you up, what energizes you, what gets you open and amped and excited. You have the sun and you have Aries. That's just a whole lot of fiery energy. I really, really feel, my star seeds, it's time for you to stand in your authentic truth and live doing what you love to do, what you dream to do, okay? And that's your general reading for this new moon, is to get focused on the profession you're being called to and forget about a past where maybe it felt like it wasn't going to work. It will work. It will work. The time is now, okay? You have something important to share, and the time is now. So that's what I have for you. If you're not going to hang around for the other paths and you're going to skip to the pick a pile, that's fine. And if this is where we part ways, then peace, blessings, and all that good stuff. I'll be back with the next path. Hey, path number 3. So you were drawn to this amethyst chunk. There's some mental clarity you're seeking or you're going to receive at this time. Maybe something been stressing you out. Maybe you haven't been able to fully understand a situation or why something went a certain way.
Maybe you requested or asked the universe for something and you got it, but not exactly the way you wanted it. I feel at this time your communication with Source is increasing. You have chosen the path of the indigo children, the empaths, meaning you feel on a totally different level. And your connection to Source is increasing at this time. So really think about working on meditating through the crown. Well, really the crown chakra. Yeah. Wearing purples and lavenders at this time and amethyst will really be helpful with that connecting and that giving you that peace of mind that you need at this time. I feel like you may be in your head a lot, thinking. And that's also because you're an empath. You may find that you are worrying and stressing about things that aren't even your own worries and stresses because you've taken on other people's. All right. You worry about someone else and their situation and their issues. And then it gets to the point where you're entangled and now their issues become your issues. And my empaths, my indigo children, you have to protect your mind and your heart. Your crown and your heart chakra are very important because as an empath, you feel deeply in the heart. And with your crown being indigo, you're an indigo child, you're very connected to Source. So you can be very sensitive to things that occur. And you have to have a good way for you to process your experiences so that they don't become things that cause you to be depressed, to feel alone, or hopeless. You indigo children and my empaths, it's very important that you cultivate the correct friendships that will help you at this time, okay? You are going to find that maybe you are seeing your circle of friends shift, and the people you're feeling attracted to are maybe new or people you would have never expected to link with. But that's where you are on the path, and these are the people who are best for your healing at this time. All right, so you have Moonology Manifestation as your main message cards. And let's see, what's the general read for my indigo empaths? So you have the Two of Wands. Something you want to embark on, something you would like to do, something you want to manifest. Let's see. We have the High Priestess. And the Knight of Wands. All right, so my empaths, my indigo children, you guys have been really working hard at manifesting something you want to do. Someplace maybe you want to travel, you want to create an opportunity to do something. I do see it being something you're really emotionally attached to, something that you need to set the intention for under this new moon's energy because it will manifest. I see you rebirthing, like almost going from one aspect of yourself to one that is more empowered. I feel like this new moon is going to have you manifesting opportunities for yourself to travel, for yourself to have fun. Just don't get distracted. I see distractions for you because you are connected to others. And a lot of times people attach onto you through your heart chakra or through your crown, my indigo children. Now that's interesting. I was about to tell you about being distracted, and then my daughter knocked at the door to tell me she's going to school. So maybe some of you need to go back to school. Maybe some of you are in school. Maybe some of you need to sign up for a course to help you further what it is you want to do. I do see some of you being intuitively gifted. And if you're thinking about that, you can always hit me up and sign up for my certification course for intuitive guidance. But I see you beginning something here, feeling guided toward it, feeling like it's something you must do. And with the Knight of Wands, it's like you're focused, you're doing it, but the Knight of Wands could get flighty. They could get distracted. They could focus on something with all their energy and then kind of focus somewhere else and then come back. And then what you're going to be pushed to do, my indigo children, at this time is to hone in on what it is you really want and stay the course till it manifests. It's something that is coming in for you, and you cannot let yourself be distracted from it. I do feel like it involves travel for some of you. And then for others, I feel like it's a switch in what you do for a living, like maybe your profession. And then for others, I do feel a lifestyle change, one from where you were more introverted to where you're going to start to feel like being more out there. All right. Okay, what else for my oh, did y'all hear that? My stomach just screamed. And I mean, I'm literally sitting here eating, but I'm eating something that did not come the way I wanted. Okay, I ordered a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich toasted on croissant. They did not toast my croissant bread, so I was a little pissed about that. And so I took one bite and I tossed it to the side. But my stomach said, what the fuck are you doing? We are hungry. So let me take another bite. But this is leading me to a feel for you, my empaths, that there is something coming in. Something you've been hungry for. And it may not show up in the way you expect, but it's for you. And in some way, it's going to help you and advance you. Okay? So even though what you want may not show up how you want, something's coming in. It's going to help you get closer to what it is you want to manifest. All right? That's what you need to know about this new moon. What else they need to know? Yeah, the end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. So this month we do have a full moon in Sag coming up on the 27th. Perhaps by the time of the full moon in Sag, and the energy of Sagittarius is all about travel, foreign travel, actually cultural expansion and finding your purpose and your passage, exactly what this card stands for. So I feel like you're going to be building some kind of career or something with work that is going to help you grow and expand. Maybe something you're doing for work is going to assist you with traveling, but I do see some kind of desire to travel, to expand, to make connections in other places, and your work is going to assist you with that. I feel like something with work. Maybe right now work is not feeling like it's going very far or doing anything, but that's going to shift. Nothing will come of this situation void of course moon. I just said that. It feels like nothing is happening, okay? They want you to realize that maybe it feels like nothing is happening. The situation you're in right now, where you're feeling as if you're in this tough cycle, or you feel as if you can't get to where you want to go. They want you to know that that feeling of nothing coming of this situation is not totally wrong. So where you are right now, what you're doing right now, yeah, it feels tough because it's a cycle that's time for you to complete. And there are also other people's energies and feelings you're still carrying. You have to decipher which ones are yours and which ones come from other people. And once you do that, you'll realize that certain situations are just, there's nothing that's going to come of them. They're not going to change. They're not going to improve. And you have to just let them go. Very difficult for indigo children and empaths to let people go. Just as hard as light workers and earth angels have an issue with that. Indigo children have a deeper issue because of that desire or that need for nurturing and loyalty and support. So they don't like to be a reflection of what they despise is people who aren't loyal, people who aren't supportive. But you are growing into an empowered energy that really has to preserve their energy. You can't just give your energy out everywhere. Okay. Look at the bigger picture. See, full moon in Sag. What did I tell you? By the full moon in Sagittarius, by the end of this month, you'll see the bigger picture. You'll understand why you went through certain things, why you had to let certain people go, and how you're going to be able to accomplish what it is you've been wanting to do. I do see this pal being able to travel. So get your passport ready. If you stay in a mindset that it's possible, I see you going across seas. Maybe somebody's going to guide you. Maybe it's me. Maybe you go on my retreat. Or you go on a woman's healing type retreat. Or I just see you traveling and doing something that's going to encourage and empower you and just get you right back into the energy of manifesting and making things happen in the way that you want. You're going to be fired up. This new moon is going to have you fired up and energized. So your last messages are to forgive. Full moon in Pisces. Full moon is very important to you. So there's a lot that's going to be revealed and that you need to see this month that you've been overlooking. One of those is the need to forgive. I do feel that it's not just other people for this pile, because you are an empath. You have been hurt by many people, of course, that you open up your heart to, but you also may beat yourself up for being so kind and loving. And you need to forgive yourself. You need to forgive yourself. And sometimes you do have to know when you have to pull your energy back from certain people with this Pisces energy. But Pisces is about healing as well. So it's time now for you to release any resentments and begin to heal, okay? From people that may have hurt you, people that you may have felt you shared deep things with, only to feel like it wasn't reciprocated. And yeah, it's time for you to forgive and let that go. I do see retreat again with this energy here. Some kind of a retreat. Pisces energy is about retreating and pulling your energy back. So my indigo children, my empaths, it may be time for you to really take your energy back, step off of social media for a couple of days, and really just reboot yourself. Spiritually cleanse, get into a program that sparks your interest. It is fine. You're never too old to start to learn something new. Never. Detoxify. Full moon in Taurus. I'm telling you, the full moon is very strong for you. Whenever there's a full moon, pay attention to what sign it's in. That'll tell you a lot. Full moon in Taurus. Detoxify. It's time for you to clear out your life, your body, and just get yourself re-grounded. Okay? So yes, retreating is a good idea. So you could change your diet. You could pull your attention away from social media, detoxify from that mess, and just reboot yourself. All right. The House of Taurus is about self-worth. Are you worthy of peace, forgiveness, and healing? If so, then that's what you need to be looking into for yourself at this time. I'm just putting them anywhere. All right, and last, you have last quarter moon in Gemini. Clear your mind. They really are screaming at you to pull your energy back. It's time for you to clear your mind. You need to retreat. You need to step off of social media. Maybe that's an addiction or something that's very difficult for you to do, but it's time. You're taking in a lot of people's energy, and it's time for you to really pull your energy back and start to clear it. Okay? Things may look tough right now, but they want you to really see the bigger picture. All right? Things that it feels like nothing's going to come of it, let it go. And you won't find yourself in a struggle much longer. All right? That's what I got for you, my indigo children. It's really a time for you to let go, release, and forgive. And then you will see your energy change. All of this purple shows me that you're on the right path with this amethyst energy. But I'm also getting sacral chakra right above the belly button and below, right below the belly button and above the pelvis. It vibrates to the color orange. And it helps you stand in your authentic truth and express your sexual energy as well authentically, as well as your creative energy. So I do see some blocks there, and by pulling your energy back from everything, you'll start to see a recharge. You'll start to see yourself starting to reopen up and being more open to share and to just come back into society and feel good being you, not trying to fit in. All right, it's time to clear your mind and detoxify from everything. That's what I got for you, my indigo children and empaths. Use that new moon energy to manifest some time to chill. Get your mind right. And if this is the last path that you're going to follow me on and you're going to skip to the pick-a-pile, or if this is where we part ways today, peace, blessings to you, and all that good stuff that comes from being a part of this light tribe. And I'll be back with the fourth path. Okay, path 4. Very interesting thing about this path is that all of the other piles pretty much got 4 cards each. I mean, 3 cards each. This one called for 4. And that's because it's a earthy energy. You chose the path of the shaman, woman, or the earth healers, as I call you. You are the ones that are very connected to animal spirit guides. You're very connected to the planet. Excuse me. You're very, very connected to the planet and life on the planet. And a lot of your healing abilities and gifts come from using herbs and getting out into nature and doing ceremonies outdoors and under the moon and things like that. You're a very earthy creature, all right? And you'll find that you get a lot of your signs and signals through animals and signs in nature. Maybe rainbows, maybe a special star will shine bright to you. Maybe you'll see the moon and no one else can see it from the angle you're able to see it. There's just some kind of connection with you, with this planet and all the life that's on it. Interesting. And you have a Amazonite, which confirms that earth energy, heart chakra energy as well, but very, very earthy, stable energy. I feel like you're someone who your path is going to show you that it's about to become very stable. Maybe your path up until this point has felt shaky. You haven't been sure of whether the things you set your energy towards are growing. You don't know if you're headed in the right direction. I just feel like you've been just trusting on this path and hoping you're going in the right direction. So we're going to get you some confirmation today as to what this new moon is bringing in for you in regards to the work you've done. And you'll be getting your special message from the Herbal Astrology Oracle. Makes sense, right? Herbs. All right, so first, what does this new moon energy mean for my earth healers? You have the 9 of Swords. You haven't been getting much rest. What have you been worrying about? The Chariot. Okay, maybe something you want to get moving. Maybe you need to travel or go somewhere, and maybe you're worried about whether or not that's going to manifest. You have the Knave of Chalices, which is the Page of Cups. Perhaps you're hoping to get to someone you love. And you have the 7 of Wands. All right. So what I'm feeling from you right now is you are a little worried about something that's causing you to work very hard to get it to move, to get action. So it is showing me a love. Either something you really love to do or someone you really love is really on your mind lately. You're very worried about whether or not you're going to get to this person or you're ever going to be together. This could be someone you've already spoken to or someone you have not met yet. No, I feel like you met this person. So there may be somebody you've been thinking about, and it does feel like a family sort of thing, somebody that you would like to get to or be with, but you feel like things are moving very slowly for that to happen. It looks like it's coming in, but it does look like you will be required to stand your ground. I do see planning being necessary and the ability to really keep a record of your finances or of where you're going or what you're trying to do. I really see you having to be able to explain or understand or have a plan is what I'm hearing. So this new moon is going to push you to go from someone just stressing out and worrying and not realizing by stressing out and worrying, you are slowing down movement. If you focus on the love, if you focus on what it is you want in your life, this love, this genuine love, this romance I'm hearing, if that's what you want, you have to plan and you have to be prepared to do what you got to do to go towards it. And it does feel like there may be energy trying to work against it. Maybe there's jealousy around this goal, but whatever the case may be, it's not impossible. You know, it's something that you can manifest under this new moon's energy. So, wow. That's interesting. Can I get more clarity? What is going on with my earth healers? Okay, so we have, it's time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio. That's interesting being that this is a new moon in Scorpio. So, time to release negativity. You're in your head a lot. Maybe you already have it in your mind that this goal is not going to manifest, or you're already stressing about that. And you have to let those negative thoughts go, as well as negative people. Because when I felt first negative energy or forces working against you, that's people. All right. So there may be people who are jealous or hating or envious of whatever it is you're trying to charge towards quickly. And for that reason, you need to let some folks go as well. Luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. This is so reverse. The next full moon is in Sagittarius. That's interesting. They want you to know that luck's on your side. So maybe you're feeling like you're not moving or making progress towards whatever it is you are wishing for or dreaming about that's keeping you up all night. But they're letting you know you got to boost the luck on your side. This is something that the universe wants for you, okay? You are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. So it is time for you to let go of the negative thoughts and know you're good enough. You're worthy of a romance, of a love, okay? Maybe sometimes you have doubts. And a win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. A lot of full moon energy here. I feel like by the end of the month, things will be fine. A win-win outcome is forecast. So things are going to turn out fine. Things are going to go in your favor. Just plan your strategy and you'll be okay. I'm also seeing getting out into nature, being helpful, connecting to your animal spirit guides is also very helpful at this time. But I really do see things balancing out for you. Maybe you've been going through a little bit of a struggle. You know, when you're connected to the earth in the way that shaman and women are, you tend to go through the things the earth goes through. So if the earth is going through a tumultuous time, so will you feel that reflected in your life or in your body. So they want you to know that, you know, you do have to sometimes detox and release the negativity by not focusing so much on the events happening on the planet. or the events happening to people on the planet. And sometimes you just have to focus on the love and the positive energy and know that things will work themselves out. You have to trust and have faith. So your final message, my shaman, comes from the Herbal Astrology deck. And it says, trust. Let's just say, you just have to trust and have faith. Everything is falling into place. And this is the herb Babinsana. And I feel that your intuition at this time, because I'm seeing the moon and I'm seeing Neptune. Your intuition at this time is going to spark you to want to make innovative changes and evolutionary changes in the world. You may have a place on social media where you can have a huge influence, but I do see that you have a strong connection to your ancestors, this pal. With all of this DNA, I really feel there's a strong connection to your ancestors, and you are like their hope in creating a huge change on this planet, maybe helping people to remember them in some way, shape, or form. But your ancestors are rocking with you very, very close, okay? Just trust that you're being guided. Know that everything's going to work out. You got tobacco. I was going to say, I feel a lot of Native American energy around this pile as well, with offering, okay? So my earth healer, do not forget also to give, okay? Sometimes we can get, when you're an earth healer, sometimes you get so focused on the earth, you can forget to give back. Not only give back to the earth, but give back to the earth's inhabitants. So you have here the sign of Pluto and Mars. It's time for action to be taken that's going to be cause for a huge change. There's some huge shift you're meant to bring on this earth. Okay, I'm sorry the camera cut off. I want to finish, go to Cola. You're going to find that you are growing into an ability to express yourself from a higher state. Go to Cola enhances the memory and the mindset for mental clarity. And I feel like maybe we're here, you felt like you had to fight and struggle to get your point across, to get people to support you and see where you're trying to go with things. You are being ushered into a new energy where you're going to be able to communicate from a higher source and get your point across way easier, much more clearly, and that will alleviate self-doubt when you feel like you're able to express yourself and be understood and heard. And lastly, you have Yarrow, harmony. And this is represented by Venus. Yarrow is a beautiful herb. It helps also with skin issues. And I feel like you're getting a gift. Some kind of cleansing, I'm feeling, is coming in for you. A cleansing of things that may have been toxic or negative in your life. The scales are being balanced out, and I feel like what's coming in for you at this time is harmony, harmonious times, love, a lot of love coming in, whereas maybe you were feeling like things are chaotic and you just can't have a harmonious love life, or there's always some issue around your love life. And they want you to know that they are working at this time, and you need to set that intent as well with this new moon for letting in a harmonious love relationship. It's there for you. It's coming in, but it's something that you kind of have to fight for or stick to your guns for. You will have a win-win outcome. You are good enough. However, you know, they want to assist you with clearing out some muck. I do feel like there is some heart healing needed in this path here. Maybe you've had a lot of heartache, so you have a lot of negative expectations when it comes to stability and commitment. But that time is shifting, and you're going to find yourself moving into a harmonious relationship, either with the universe or with someone specifically, or both. It just feels like here you are connecting to your ancestors, getting grounded, connecting to the earth, giving back, and being being offered more blessings. So if you've been worried that things are not going to work out in your favor, set an intention for amazing things, my earth healers, because you're worrying about nothing. Everything's going to work itself out. Your ancestors got your back. So I'm sending you light and love, baby. Peace, blessings, and all the amazing things that come from being a part of this light tribe. I'll see you in the pick-a-pow. Later. Welcome to your pick a card portion of your new moon reading. If you're single or you're still searching for the one, I send you so much light and love that you will find clarity as to exactly what you want and you need, and you will vibrate to that energy and it will come in. But I'm going to tell y'all something really quick before I even do the pick-a-pow. The reason why this love came in and when it did come in, I'm going to tell y'all now, and this may be a tip for somebody. Somebody need to hear this. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm eating too. My stomach keeps growling. I had to release. I had to let go of a hold on my heart that an ex had on me. And when I was really done with the pain, he came in. My love came in. And I almost couldn't see him because I was blinded by the ex. But once I was clear, I saw him very clearly. And he just came right in, like smooth transition. So let go of what no longer serves you, and what you want will come in. I promise you. I promise you. All right. So this reading has nothing to do with love. Love may come up, but it has to do with where you are on your spiritual journey. So we're going to let this new moon energy guide you to see where you are currently on your spiritual path, as well as what's the next level for you. Where should you be going next? What gifts are you being empowered with at this time? So you're going to choose your pal by the top card that I'm going to select live for you now. So pal 1, you have all is in perfect timing. If you feel drawn to that, then you're, excuse me, that's what happens when you eat and read. Then that is for your pal. That's your pal. Number 2, you have step into the spotlight. I love all these cards. So if you feel drawn to this card, then your reading is in pile number 2. And number 3, you have yes, you are correct. So if you feel drawn to this card, then your reading is in pile number 3. Beautiful and amazing cards and messages. I love this deck so much. I hope you find yourself in one of these cards and are guided to your deck. Let's do a woo-sa. Take a deep breath in to get grounded. Hold it for 4 seconds. Set your intention on clearing out your energy, and exhale, releasing any stresses, any worries, any tension in your body. Let it all seep out. Alrighty. Now we're ready. And I'll be back with pile number 1. Hey, pile 1. Welcome to your reading. So you were drawn to all is in perfect timing. And your card says, this is it. It's time to take action now. I'll be here to help you every step of the way. So there's something that the universe is ready for you to embark on. It feels like a new opportunity, a gateway to a new life, a new career. it just feels like something big is meant to change in your life at this time. If you've been contemplating or desiring a change, the time is now to make it happen. All right. So what spiritual lesson have you recently learned, my pal twos? You have 6 of emotions, 6 of cups. The 9 of inspiration, which is the 9 of wands. And the page of materials, which is the page of pentacles. So a spiritual lesson you recently learned is that it does not require you to work very, very, very hard for prosperity. And this may have been something that in your childhood was embedded in you, that if you didn't bust your behind and drain yourself dry, that you would not manifest opportunities to make money. You are learning now that by getting your energy in balance, your emotions in balance, your mindset focused on what it is you want to manifest, opportunities for financial gain will present themselves. You don't necessarily have to overwork. You just have to shift your thinking and know that everything happens in divine timing anyway. All right. So where are you on your journey currently? Initiation by air. Okay. So I like to read from the book a little bit for the cards from this deck. Just a little. So your message says, you have a strong and powerful mind. The mind can be a great asset. It can bring comfort, peace, and strength. As you take your spiritual journey, it can also be a dark and destructive force, undermining your power, making you doubt your own heart and keeping you trapped in fear. The mind developed without a loving spiritual practice can be a frightening weapon rather than a liberating sword. How will you choose to use your mind power? So the message to you is that your mind is a powerful creature. Time it with persistence, compassion, kindness, and strength. Not time it, sorry, tame it. Give yourself rest and an opportunity to switch off and empty your mind as regularly as you can. Okay? This is an advanced initiation and one that is brought to you only when you are ready. Consider it a sign of your spiritual progress. The world will benefit from you as you learn to handle your mental energies more constructively. This oracle is indeed an omen of greater peace and happiness in your imminent future. And the first thing I thought was it had something to do with your mind, because when I see air, I think of swords, and swords makes me think of thinking, mental work. So that is what you're being initiated in, to getting your mind balanced and stable so that you can communicate from a more conscious place. Okay, what's next? Like, where should you focus now on your journey? And you have spirit guides, looking for signs, philosophical discussion, and supervision. So your spirit guides are going to be the next thing you're going to be experiencing on your journey as they start to make themselves apparent to you, maybe through signs and synchronicities. You'll see a lot of the same numbers. You'll hear birds, animals will make themselves obvious to you. You're just going to start to see a lot of repeat things, and that's going to let you know that these are signs that your guides are with you, or signs that these creatures or beings are your guides, okay? Also, you may be feeling yourself becoming very close to your spirit guides. And when that happens, you may in turn become one, someone who guides people to connect to their guides. All right. And what crystal energy is good for you to work on? What's Earth Mama's message to you at this time? You have red jasper. Take action. Earth Mama is telling you that red jasper will be good for you at this time if your energy is feeling low, because this is a time, all is in perfect timing. It's time for you to take action. Okay. this is it. It's time to take action now. And then you have take action. So if you've been sitting and sulking about something you've been wanting to do, something that you wanted to do for a very long time, you've been working very hard at it, and you feel like you're not seeing the financial success that you've been hoping for, it's coming in. There's just a need for you to start to put some energy behind what you want. Okay, you feel like you had to work hard, but they're talking about action in other ways as well. Mental action. You need to sit and meditate, clear your mind, and really think about what it is you want and allow your guides to point you in the right direction. Okay, so it's time for you to get things going. Alrighty, so what new power have you just developed? Ethical awareness. Okay. Service to spirit and strong ethical awareness are at the heart of mediumship. Whenever you're offering evidential messages, they should always be delivered in loving, kind, and healing manner. Remain conscious of what you're sharing, and this is what you're being initiated into. So perhaps you are meant to guide people in some way, and you are getting assistance in being able to communicate as is necessary. All right, with spirit and with people, being a medium. So a great way to practice ethical awareness is to become mindful of your own behavior and how it impacts those around you. If you feel you're being overly judgmental, for instance, take a moment to breathe in the energy of compassion. Notice how your behavior changes as you adapt and even change your ethical values. This will help you see the world without judgment and become the best medium you can be. This is what I have for you on your spiritual journey, my pal ones. I hope this helps you get some clarity as to where you are right now, where you're headed, where you need to be focused, and what upgrades you have at this time in your life. I send y'all so much light and love. You guys do amazing work in this world. Never doubt that. Peace, blessings, and may all the good stuff in the universe be yours for being a part of this light tribe. And I'll be back with Pal 2. Later. Hey, Pal 2. You were drawn to step into the spotlight. You have a message that the world needs to hear. It's time to share your wisdom. So, my Pal 2s, your spiritual journey is leading you to become very recognized. Perhaps it's knowledge you have or wisdom. Perhaps it's an ability or a gift you can offer. Whatever the case may be, you've been kind of holding it back in a way that the universe feels like now it is time to stop. It's time for you to get out there. That's interesting. I felt drawn to this, pal. I feel like I'm holding back, but that's the message I'm getting, that you're not completely standing in your full power. Okay, perhaps there's been energies around that have made you feel that you needed to take a back seat, is what I'm hearing. Or that you are one of those energies that tends to let others shine and you dim your light. That has to stop. Spirit now is saying you're needed. You're needed, okay? The universe needs you. Therefore, you cannot dim your light because the world needs you to shine it. All right, so let's see what spiritual lesson you've recently learned. We have the 6 of materials, which is the 6 of pentacles. I guess you're learning that you need to have things reciprocated. Putting energy into something and not getting an equal amount back can start to become very frustrating. And I think that's shifting for you, where you're going to find that the energy you put out, the value is going to be matched. Like you're not going to be undervalued or like underpaid, I'm hearing. People are going to begin to see your worth, and you're going to start to feel very valued to the point where you're going to feel like you have enough to give. Maybe you've always wanted to be charitable in some way, like give to charity. And I see that opportunity coming in because of a lesson you learned in regards to undervaluing yourself is what I'm hearing. 7 of inspiration, 7 of wands. Yeah. You're expanding. You're someone who cannot be put into a box. People may try to hold you back, and I do feel for this pal. Perhaps you were put into the shadows. Perhaps you didn't dim your light, but others were forcing you to. You stood your ground, though. You stood your ground, and your light is still there. Your spark is still there, okay? So you've learned on this journey that can't nobody hold you. Like, you're meant to shine. You are meant to step into the spotlight, no matter how much the dark is trying to close you in, because the dark doesn't want to see the light shine. Like, come on. And you have the Two of Voices, which is the Two of Swords. This has to do with choices, all right, and decisions, and which path you want to go. I do feel that you've learned, a spiritual lesson you've learned is that some things you do have to choose. I feel maybe you are an energy that has tried to stay very neutral, and you've been being pushed and forced to choose a path or choose an identity, or, you know, and maybe that's just not something that you feel is for you. You are a free spirit, but there is a choice. There are some choices, some times in your life where you will have to choose. You will have to decide. And you've learned that spiritually, some things you will agree with and some things you will not. And you do have to decide, like, you know, where your faith lies. What do you want to do? What path are you going to take? Also, I'm hearing, are you going to take the road less traveled or the one everybody's walking on? Okay. So these are lessons you've recently learned, that sometimes you do have to go the path alone, that nobody's walking, because that's just what you're meant to do when you're in the spotlight. Spotlight means you're alone. All right. So where are you on your journey currently? Master Hilarion and Archangel Raphael are coming through. Lovely healing energy. Let's see. What does this mean for you, light worker? Alrighty. So we have, part of your divine purpose is to develop the power of your mind and use it for healing purposes. If you change your mind, you can change your world. Guidance and healing inspiration can come to you daily, helping improve your own life and the lives of others. Healing and opening the mind to new realities and possibilities are the gifts of Ascended Master Hilarion and Archangel Raphael. The mind of a light worker needs spiritual light, information, understanding, and wisdom in the same way that human bodies need food, water, and clean air. The hunger for wisdom can push you to seek knowledge, and this can be a healthy impulse. However, if you love knowledge so much that you keep seeking without taking time to digest, integrate, and apply what you have learned, you may end up confused or mentally exhausted. Okay? So you need some mental time out. And that's what this is kind of showing me too. All right? Meditation, resting the mind. It's difficult when you have an intellectual mind and you're highly creative like this group. It's tricky for you to be able to cut it off, but you have to learn. Otherwise, you will never be able to remember the stuff and apply the stuff that you're learning. So that you don't just grow in knowledge, but also in wisdom. All right? And you're absorbing a lot of new information at this time. You might feel you have so many tasks to do that you don't know where to start. Damn, I said that recently. Or that if you stop to rest, you'll never get through it all. Yes, yes, and yes. This is causing you mental stress, which is diminishing your productivity. So it's time to slow down and cleanse your mind with the assistance of Master Hilarion and Archangel Raphael. It's time to turn off that phone, that computer, mobile phone, music, television, and radio, and take a few moments of silence. Imagine, intend, visualize, or feel a fresh green energy wash through you. Focus on this for a second or two and then just relax and enjoy the mental cleansing. You'll know when you have had sufficient mental rest because you'll feel a peaceful sense of vibrancy and inspiration. Okay? So you might want to change how you work. You might work better in short, productive bursts, punctuated by mental rest. Okay? Be kind to your mind. It can help you accomplish your divine journal. So this oracle also comes with a message for you. If you are interested in healing that involves the mind, whether this be psychology, oh my God, I'm literally starting a course in psychology, returning to something that I used to study this in my youth and I stopped. But now I want to get my license for therapy. This is very interesting. If you were drawn here, we are kindred spirits, baby. Okay, so whether this be psychology, psychotherapy, cognitive behavioral therapy, hypnosis, NLP, which I'm certified in, philosophy, or a course of study, you are encouraged to explore it. If you feel inspired to work with your belief systems through affirmations or other techniques for mental reprogramming, such as guided relaxations and meditations, you are encouraged in this too. Your mind is developed and powerful, and you will work well with these techniques. Boom. That was a lot to take in, my twos. Good Lord. All right, so right now in your spiritual journey, you are learning how to let your mind rest so it could do its most productivity. Interesting. So what's next? Where should you focus now on your journey? And you have Crystal Kingdom. Slowing down. What did they just tell you? Materialism and psychic debris. Okay, this is interesting. I'm going to actually peek in the book and give you the message for this one from the book as well. But I am getting that crystals will be very strong for you. What's next? Where should you focus is on gathering crystals you feel drawn to. Using them to heal is going to be very potent for your healing and for any healing you're doing with others. I am see slowing down being a symbol here, a big symbolism of the need for you to woosah. All right. And this is Earth Mama energy coming through. So yes, crystals are going to be very sacred to you. All right. And good for cleansing the environment. So Earth Mother Gaia is never in a rush to complete a process. There's always an earthly system that is followed to a divine order to achieve an earthly cycle and equilibrium. Without the interruption of man, Gaia's beauty can be witnessed through pristine waters as nature thrives in harmonic balance. But like the volcano ready to erupt with molten hot lava, emotions bubbling to the surface. Strong and resilient, Ascended Master Gaia recognizes the lack of personal harmony. Rushing to complete plans or becoming anxious or impatient that your dreams or visions aren't happening fast enough will only force errors or mistakes as you try to achieve them. Just like the crystal growing and forming beneath the surface with divine plan, you must devise your own plan and move forward with action. So slow down, take some time to connect and get a plan formed before you burst into action. Okay, get clear on your intent, get clear on your message, and then move on it, act on it. Okay, so what crystal energy is good for you to work with at this time? What other messages Mama Earth have for you since she came through already? You have lepidolite. Recall your dreams. So there may be some visions or dreams you've desired in your past that now they're letting you know they have the chance to come into fruition. So recall them. Don't give up on any dreams you've had from your past, okay? In fact, it's time to recall your dreams and step into the spotlight with them. Bring them into the spotlight. You have a message that the world needs to hear. So it's time to share your wisdom. It's just really also time for you to slow down and really get clear on what that message is what I'm hearing. And a power, the new power you've developed at this time is a strong power of prayer. Your prayer work is so powerful at this time that you can put a prayer out into the universe and it will be immediately answered. Whether it's answered in the way you expect or not, it's not what it's important here. Prayer to the divine source should be part of any medium's regular routine. Time and time again, the power of prayer is a vital tool to aid healing and confirm the love and support in our lives. Prayer comes in that moment of communion when we open our hearts to a power greater than our own. Equally, prayers can be those quiet moments of solitude where we take time to listen from within. If this card is calling you, it's time to take a moment and send up the love. Simply speak from your heart to the divine source. Faith is key. Rest in knowing your prayers will be heard and honored as always. Amen, Amen, Ashe, and it is so. And that's what I have for you, my pal twos. I hope that this helps you on your spiritual journey to understand where you are and where you're headed. So at this time, you are finally understanding your worth. And it is time now for you to calm the mental, really get clear on what it is you want to present, and then take action on it and make it happen. I have so much faith in you, my pal twos. I know that anything you set your mind to will manifest. So no worries here. I'm sending you so much love and light, peace, blessings, and all that good stuff that comes from being a worker of light in my tribe. And I'll be back with pal 3 later. Hey, pal 3. You chose yes, you are correct. So maybe you've been wondering about something and you've been wanting an answer. Well, here you have it. You have listened to your inner guidance and made a wise choice. Keep moving forward. So maybe there's something you just decided on, or something you're going to be deciding on, or a choice you're making or you just made. Whatever the case may be, they want you to know that you're making the right choice, the right decision. Don't second guess yourself. Don't worry. Keep moving forward. No matter what, the choice you made was the right one for you at this time. So what spiritual lesson have you recently learned, my pal 3s? Knight of Voices, you have learned that you will not withhold your truth. That's a number one. That you will come forward with what you believe quickly and without a problem. You will bring the truth to the light. The world cosmos. Wow. So you've completed a cycle. You've recently learned that you have to let things go in order to begin anew. You have to stand in your truth in order to usher in a new beginning. And that's what you're doing at this time, my 3s. Very powerful. And you have the 6 of inspiration, the 6 of wands. So you're about to really see some success come your way because of some work you've done. You made a choice recently, and it was the right choice. It was very wise. It might have been a choice you didn't want to make, or one that felt very difficult, but you made the right choice, okay? And it had something to do with your truth, the way you live, what you believe. Making any other choice would have been wrong. It would have went against your beliefs, your truth. So don't second guess. Don't worry about a choice you made recently. It's about to open up a whole new cycle for you, a new beginning. You're going to start to see success come in when it comes to your finances and business, as well as support. I see a lot of clients and people watching you and wanting to work with you. So whatever choice you made, it will free up your energy, or it is freeing up your energy. And you're learning that your spiritual lesson was that you learned that the truth will set you free if you stand in it. So where are you on your journey currently? You are grounding. It makes a lot of sense. You're grounding. You're really connecting to the earth at this time. You are realizing your support and your love comes from the earth, and you are really, really connecting. So let me read you the card for grounding. So you long for the free and open worlds of spirit and light, yet you also yearn to experience the healing power and divine joy of sacred sound and living color. You are meant to bring joy, beauty, and comfort to this world, to share the spiritual light. To do so, you need grounding. Your dreams want you just as much as you want them. Grounding helps you bring your dreams to life in your world for the benefit of many. Now, when a reminder comes from higher guidance to ground oneself, it is a loving encouragement, never a judgment. Grounding is a spiritual version of remembering to call your mother. It is a chance to check in with what is happening in your physical life and make sure you are giving appropriate time and energy to what really matters to your heart. It is a chance to appreciate the beauty of the natural world and the love in relationships, in your relationships. It is a chance to make sure your spiritual work is being applied in your life in ways that feel good for you, your truth. It is a chance to speak your prayers rather than only think them. You might even dance them. We got dancers in this group. This made me think that some of you may be dancers. All right. You may even dance them or create a colorful flower offering for your altar or sing them from your heart. We got singers here too. What is this? My artist, my creative artist group here. Okay. We are guided to ground ourselves when there has been an increase of light to the head. This can occur through meditation, prayer, or conscious connection with spirit. You might be on fire with ideas and inspiration, but struggling to express them all practically. You may even feel congested or tense in parts of your body where the energy needs some help to flow. This is a sign to move in a way that feels freeing, strengthening, and expressive, and to add healthy relaxation and exercise into your lifestyle to allow for healing to occur. Then the light can move through your entire body, bringing vitality and helping you translate your ideas into your reality. To do so, take care of your body. Be sure to get plenty of hydration and rest. So I do see hydration and rest, but I'm also hearing movement. So maybe look at a steam routine video, or look at an old video where I'm dancing and dance, move, put on your favorite song and just move freely. Okay. That can help you ground your emotional energy big time. Or being in nature as well will help. Okay. Choose what works for you. Guided meditations and relaxations can help you feel connected, peaceful, and loved also. You'll know when you are grounded because you will feel very connected to your body, aware of your emotions, and clear, energized, and present with a sense of well-being. If you're not feeling that way, this oracle says that you can. Your energy and well-being can improve, and you can feel good about who you are and how you choose to live your life. Grounding will help you and help the universe to help you too. Now, I didn't read the whole thing for everybody else, but I felt moved to read the whole thing for, well, that was pretty much the whole thing for you guys, okay? You really needed that information. So, what's next? Where should you focus now? Light body. Independence brings comfort, past restrictions, and ancestral healing. So at this time right now, you are going through a healing and it feels generational. So you have ancestors who are helping you to become independent of what connects you to the lineage cycle. All right. Things from the past are restricting you now. And that is what you are focusing on next. That's what's getting moved out of your life next. You're moving into your light body and you're realizing that you can change up your light frequencies. You're not containing yourself in this physical body. You're realizing that you are light and that you can change that frequency, that energy. It does not have to stay connected to the past, and you can heal ancestral wounds, okay? It will take meditating and grounding. Now, I want to see, sometimes this will suggest a meditation or prayer. I'm just going to take a peek and see if this one does in the book. Oh, and they also mention Ascended Master Lady Portia asks you to act independently, as low self-confidence and self-esteem can improve with independent action. Reliance on codependent relationships will leave you unbalanced and insecure about your life. Learn to rely on yourself above all else. Resonating on the 7th ray, Lady Portia's divine action helps to release and heal trapped ancestral karma. That's what I was talking about. You must be ready to shed the old shell that has provided you with so much protection and comfort. While you may feel unbalanced or unprepared, you are ready to end generational patterns and cycles now. And that's where they're telling you is your next focus. Okay, that's what's next for you. All righty. So your crystal, sacred crystal at this time will be aquamarine. Your affirmation, I infuse my light body with power and presence. I embrace my divinity. I infuse my light body with power and presence. I embrace my divinity. All right. So let's see what crystal energy is good for you at this time, or a message Earth Mama has for you. Oh, I love this crystal. I actually have it sitting right over here. The Sunstone. Take pleasure in the things you do. So, Earth Mama's message to you is to make sure you are doing things that bring you pleasure, because that is the only way you will find success, okay? Don't have yourself in any situations or doing anything that does not make you happy, that does not feel good. Be truthful and honest and move forward towards the things that bring you pleasure. That should be your focus, okay, at this time. And Sunstone will help you stay in a good mood. They give you an emotional happiness boost. Alrighty. And what new power have you developed at this time? Well, you have the Rose Meditation. Very interesting power to have developed, especially when meditation was mentioned a lot for you. So let's see. When you're developing your psychic and mediumistic potential, it's essential to experiment with different practices and techniques, such as this special Rose Meditation, which can help your spiritual abilities to grow and evolve. This will assist you in strengthening and the loving bridge across both realms. So, try this intuitive Rose Meditation with a friend. Have your friend tell you the name of someone living they know, who's unknown to you, so you remain objective. Now picture a rose in the area of your third eye, whatever color you wish, and then softly concentrate on the person's name you were given. Take your time, let the symbol of the rose evolve in your mind's eye. If the rose is opening, it can mean the person is happy, secure, and content. If it's wilting, then it's possible that the individual is going through an emotional time or suffering ill health. If you notice a separate stem coming from the rose, this could suggest the person is taking a different path. Every interpretation will be different. Let your own intuitive awareness interpret what the rose means to you. Now explain what you've received to your friends so they can validate the information. You can also use this form of meditation when you're receiving a symbol, picture, or even a word, either on a psychic or mediumistic level. The Rose Meditation gives you the opportunity to take a moment and hear the story. And you may find that you are clairvoyant. You will visualize and be able to see things, and that's how you get your messages. So this is a new power you're developing at this time. I'm sending you so much love and luck as you do this and get grounded and connected and get out there into the universe and be that sun, that light you're meant to be, my Power Threes. Got so much love for you guys, for the work you're doing. Keep it up. Check the description for other ways we could vibe. Set up a personal reading. But I do hope that this session has helped everyone immensely. I want you all to know that I really appreciate you supporting this channel. The more you watch and like, the more I am able to do things on YouTube to help you guys navigate through the rough spots in life. That's what I'm here for. The light worker's light worker. And on that note, peace, blessings, and all the good stuff that comes from being a part of my light tribe. Bye.